You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of The Forecast with myself and A-Trap on tonight. Wilkes will not be on, but we'll go ahead and push forward. All right, so tonight's episode, Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old man, which I just happened to find this kind of looking around on HBO, trying to see different things that's new and what's out there. And this definitely caught my eye because there's a ton of films. I think we all are familiar with at least one of them that he's done. But seeing a documentary like this was really great to see because it really dived into his life and things you didn't know, his backstory. He was a World War II veteran, which I didn't know that. So we're going to get into that tonight. If you're tuning in live, thank you. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or X, Twitch, Roku, BS3 TV, and also on the End of the Bench media on YouTube as well. So make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell wherever you're tuning in. A-Trap, man, good to see you.
Good to be seen, not viewed.
Yeah, facts, man. That's real. That's one of the realest things I ever heard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, man, let's get into some initial thoughts. Mel Brooks, a comedic genius. But give me your thoughts on this documentary.
The blueprint, man. Mel Brooks is the greatest comedic movie maker in the history of Hollywood, if you ask me. You know, you got John Landis and all these people who make comedies. Yeah. But if it's not for Mel Brooks,
none of these guys,
none of these movies are worth a damn.
Yeah.
He made comedy.
Yeah.
He's not talked about enough. Mel Brooks is proof positive that Hollywood is full of manure. Because
copycats.
Yeah. They copycats. They're afraid to do what they're supposed to do. They're not in the entertainment business. They're not in the money business. They're in the control business. Because this dude pushed the envelope. He used black people. He used white people. There's no such, you know, we live in a world like, you know, I'm a little older than you. When Doc be on, and me and Doc will talk to you on Wilson, we talk about yesteryear, how it used to be. Back in the day, like with music, wasn't no black music, wasn't no white. I used to listen to Captain and Tennille. You don't even know who that is.
Nah, I've heard of him, but yeah, nah.
We used to listen to the Bee Gees. We used to listen to Tower Power. We used to listen to I can't think of Casey and the Sunshine Band. They was jamming. It wasn't no that white. And then they would even mention play that funky music, white boy.
Yeah.
And you had Michael Bolton. I can't think of his group. The Doobie Brothers. It wasn't no race thing. You know, you had black exploitation and you had traditional movies. Mel Brooks made movies for people who wanted to laugh.
Yeah.
And when you watch this,
you
see that this dude didn't care who was in the stands. He wanted you to laugh.
Right.
And respect to him, man. Him, Carol, Nat. They used to walk right up to the great. They used to live in the great area.
Yeah.
You know,
and this was rare comedy at this time. It was very, very in a box. And he was, you know, one of his biggest things was political satire. And like for him to be a World War II veteran, and somebody mentioned in this, like look, if this guy served in the war and he's seen Nazis and he's fighting them, then he can say whatever he wants. Like he should be one of the people that'll have the right to make a joke about it, because he could have been dead. We would have never had a Mel Brooks.
Yeah, man. And this is what we are missing in the world today. I would respect my feelings, man. Won't you get out of your feelings?
Right.
Because if I can laugh at a black joke that is purely racist, but it is presented for the purpose of humor, not ridicule, not disrespect, not denigration, you should be able to laugh at whatever portion of society at, as long as it is in good spirit.
Right.
You know,
right.
And I'm just tired of the world we live in now, where, you know, certain people, certain women want to be feminists, certain black people want to be activists, certain Republicans want to be terrorists, certain you know, you see how I said feminist, right? Terrorist. But seriously, man, LGBTQIE community, you want us to treat you like normal. Everybody wants to be treated like normal. The last time I checked, if I'm laughing at you, that's how I treat it. That's how I treat Big Illinois. That's how I treat you. That's how I treat Dog. That's how I treat Wilkes. So if we can't laugh at you, how are you normal?
Right. And I think that just shows like how much you love somebody. Like that's what we do. That's what we do as people. And it don't matter who you are. Like when you at home and it's just you and your family, you remember that one time you went to that store and you slipped and fell on the floor and everybody laughed. Like it's just sharing those stories. And that was who he was. He was somebody that shared what he went through, was just hilarious.
Is not was.
Is. Right. He's alive. That's why it's called the 99-year-old man, which I thought maybe he passed, but no, the guy is still here kicking. Outlived one of his closest friend, his best friend, Carl Reiner. And then you know, rest in peace to Rob Reiner, who was in this, but he recently was murdered. That happened, what, 3 months ago?
No, that was a few weeks ago.
Okay, I was wondering, maybe it was last month.
Yeah, that was last month, dog.
Man, yeah, that was
yeah, man. This is the world, you know.
Yeah, December 14th.
Yeah, man. That's the day after my mom's birthday. That's why I remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, this Mel Brooks, this needs to be on. They need to figure out a way to put this on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC, so the whole world can see it.
Yeah, this needs to be one of those specials. You know, they don't do that anymore, but those Saturday, Sunday afternoon specials, or because it shows like comedy. And there's a lot of comparisons. I was thinking about watching this. I'm sure you probably was too, but Robin Williams. I don't know if you felt that same way, but Robin Williams was always on. Whenever we seen him. Now, we didn't know what he was like at home. We don't know what he was like, and you know, his intimate moments by himself and stuff. But that, to me, that was similarities right there. Robin Williams seemed like he was always funny.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing, man. Are we in the entertainment business? Yes. So if you are in the entertainment business, that means you too can be.
Right. I don't know if I lost you.
Yeah, my fault. I hit the wrong button. It's people out here that don't know how to laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Why? Like people who be at comedy shows, I'm offended. What person, fool, knock it off.
Yeah.
How you?
The people that kill me is you come to a comedy show, and it's the comedians that pick on people in the audience, and you sit in the front, and you're sad or you feel offended that they picked on you. They're gonna find somebody. Like
you sat in the front because you wanted to be picked on.
But then when it happens, like you ready to fight the person.
Right. Yeah, get out. I ain't
I don't
trying.
get that. Maybe that's just attention.
Yeah.
And then people that go to Dave Chappelle shows and they're like, oh, why did he say that? Dave Chappelle has been the same person. Every comedy show he's done, he's the same. He's gonna push your buttons. He's gonna tell you how he feels, and he don't care.
I mean,
and Netflix is writing a check regardless.
Man, and people need to really get out of their feelings. I mean, I understand, man. Some people they cross the line, and we're not talking about those people because people kill me. They don't bring up the 70% in the middle. They bring up the 15% just goody goody, and they bring up the 15% that's horrible. Nah, we're a world in the middle, man. Because it ain't that many damn fools in the world. It ain't that many jerks in the world. I mean, so nah, man, it's knock it off. Yeah, I'm offended. Hold on, wait a minute. You came to a Corey Holcomb show and you offended?
Right, exactly.
Boy, stop. You went to a Paul Mooney show and you offended. Why are you at a Paul Mooney show?
Right, exactly. You should not be there. That's like you come to DL Hughley used to be like that. I don't know if he still do that, but he looking in the crowd and he's gonna pick on somebody. And if you overweight, if you wore something loud, if you look goofy, if you in a interracial relationship, they could come after you.
They're gonna come after you. Like Mojo Brooks, he's one of the few comics that go out to the LGBTQIE community, and he'd be like, we got some LMNOP, HTIG people in here tonight, and everybody laughing. And he get on them just like, everybody else. And thank God he ain't getting no pushback. But it's jokes, man. Get up, they're gonna inspire people to be negative. Man, stop. Well, if that's the case, why ain't the other comedians inspire people to be nice?
Right. True.
Stop it. It's just like it's the gay agenda. They want us to be gay. So you don't watch TV so much that you just gonna be, you know what? I think I am gonna kiss a dude. If that's the case, if you can watch so much TV that you tempted to kiss a man, it shouldn't be no gay people.
Yeah, because that's a personal problem.
Yeah,
but that's just like with rap music. They're like, well, if he's listening to this Eminem song, he want to rob a bank now.
I don't know.
Come on. Come on. You still have self-control. All right. You can't say I heard something 10 times. Now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but well, I don't want to get into that because you know how much I love hip hop.
Yeah.
I do believe hip hop, and I think hip hop and movies have far more influence than comedians and jokes. Because you're inundated with that. It's beat across your head. It could be a song that's popular. How many of us, when Young Thug first came out, and this is just the beginning?
Well, lifestyle song?
Yeah, lifestyle.
Like, what?
That song was everywhere, and nobody knew what he was saying.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, and there's songs like that now, and I immediately change the station.
Yeah. I'm like, no chanting for me.
No mumbling for me.
No mumbling, no chanting, no.
Yeah.
But low vibrational entertainment for me.
Yeah. Lean. That's like lean rap. Like
yeah.
I mean, what they doing?
Cry and throw up. I hate that music. It ain't for me.
That's true, and I think that's how we got to put it because it's for somebody. NBA YoungBoy, man, is selling out arenas, talking about like NBA stadiums. I don't understand a word he be saying, but
sell out my backyard if I had to buy one ticket. Unless somebody's gonna give me $1 billion, I ain't listening to the YoungBoy song. He can make a listen to the end of the bench podcast.
If he did your theme song, you still wouldn't listen to his music?
I wouldn't play it. I'm like, no, thanks, bro. Nah. I'm going ahead. Keep struggling. I'm,
The struggle is real. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going.
yeah.
Man, Mel Brooks. So he came back from the war, and he became a TV writer. And I think that what separates people that are good and great is eventually you're like, okay, I want to do something different. And he wanted to do something different. He wanted to do movies. And they were like, that's not what we want you to do. This is what you do. You're good at it. And I think to be great, sometimes you got to take that leap and that jump and do something different. And that's how he got into movies. And he was still, I think it sounded like he was still doing some writing and some joke writing and things like that on the side. But I felt like that's every great documentary we watch. It was that 7 p.m. moment. I think that's what they talk about on Carmelo Anthony podcast.
Yeah.
They all have that moment where they gotta decide, am I gonna jump over here or am I gonna just keep doing the same thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had that moment. It just ain't paid off as well as Mel Brooks, but I've had that moment. Just like,
yeah. Well, we all have at some point.
Yeah, it's just not. You just find yourself not liking what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You just find yourself like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, and I've been there. I've been there for a very long time, and we podcasters, content creators, and things of that nature. We all find ourselves in that space, and I would say just don't give up, because one beautiful thing about art, and that's what we do, is whether people identify as art or not, is we're only one episode away from the stratosphere.
Thanks.
That's why I put all into everything, and just keep going, because like they say, it takes 10 years to become a one-hit wonder.
Right. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success.
Mm-hmm. So, it's just, and Mel Brooks is the proof positive of, hey man, it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah.
I believe it's more difficult now to make it happen than it was when there was only 3 TV channels, and
exactly. It was Fox and MGM.
Mm-hmm.
And even at some part in the documentary, his wife was telling his son, like, hey, he's not having a good day because he's trying to sell this movie. But now it's a younger generation that don't like Mel Brooks. They don't like his form of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, during that time, is if you can make your way in the room, you can sell it. And obviously he was a good salesman as well as funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to get that going. Now it's different. They're looking at streams. They're looking at, well, what are you already doing? What are you already doing so we can capitalize off of your audience as well. And that's how we got, Desi Brooks, Drewski, all these guys. They already came with an audience, so it's becoming a benefit to the film or the TV, stations.
But you know what, man? I say shout out to Country Wayne.
Oh yeah, Wayne ain't leave him out for real.
He ain't been there. And see, I believe Country Wayne is the Master P of content.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Mr. Him and Master P, he is not going to go mainstream.
No.
Wayne is
like
Trump. Yeah, he like, I don't need this. And now he coming out with his own app. Really? If this app take off for Country Wayne, it's game over for everybody.
Yeah. Because he got 1 billion. Didn't he get 1 billion streams again?
1 billion streams
last month.
And man, I'm telling you, dog, this dude is the blueprint. Like a lot of people, and you know what, I want to know your opinion on this. And since we're talking about Mel Brooks, and like he said, he created the greatest show ever, and he just kept building and building and building until he had his deal.
Right, Brooks Films, yeah. When he. So
what And be honest.
Yeah.
If one of the majors said, you know what, man, we like what you're doing on BS3. He go $10 million. And you just be on air. Be honest, would you take it? Okay, no. Correction. Let's say this was making you $250,000 a year. Now, see, working class being an HRAP have to take the 10 million.
Yeah, right. True.
This was you and Erica and your daughter were living off this, like $250,000 a year. You got a 10-acre spread in Texas, y'all chilling. You making $250,000 a year. Yeah. They said, you know what, Ben? They go 10 million.
And I work for them.
And now we take over BS3, we gonna do all the promotions. Would you take it?
I would say no. Because I think that's the level of maturity on my end, because I probably would have, maybe 5-10 years ago. But I mean, 250 that's good. That's and you don't know what come with that $10 million. Like how many hosts, how many people have we seen they end up getting this money? Now they running around and doing whatever they want you to do. Because I was telling somebody this weekend, like Joy Reid is killing the game. Like her earning potential is so much higher than when she was on MSNBC. Don Lemon is doing this thing. Like you don't need big networks anymore. Like you can make it highly successful on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And that 250, that's not the cap.
Yeah, that's the floor.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I agree with you. I would do the same thing. Most people will take the 10. Well, because this is everybody's mentality. I'll take 250 and flip it. It's their businessman. And like I look at Russell, I look at all these guys who got to a point and then they sold.
Mm-hmm.
You got $50 million back when $50 million was insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back when it was insane. And then we're gonna give you $50 million and then we're gonna pay you $3 million a year. So you going.
Yeah.
So
and now, I think we're starting to see that in music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, it's like TLC Holdings, like buying people's catalogs. I'm like, what is the plan with this? They're not just buying this to stash. So like, what are they about to do with this?
Let's say H-Rap and Ben were a rap group, and we were the Run DMC of this era.
Yeah.
Or let's say we were Run DMC. You buy Run DMC's catalog, and then you lease it to Nike when they want to do a commercial.
Right.
AT&T, like my man, Funky Soul Brother, Lord Finesse. Yeah. Lord Finesse, I think he finessed AT&T out of $20 million because they looped his Funky Soul Brother. And because I'm watching the AT&T commercial one night, and I'm like, that's Lord Finesse. Then next note, Finesse had them in court.
Yeah.
So now we could just lease it.
And that's movies, films, commercials.
Exactly. So it's unlimited. So it's again, do you take the big pile of money or do you take the steady? It's the what Pastor Don called it, or you gonna take the slow bop? Yeah, right. Nobody wants to take the slow bop. I'm taking.
We want the lump sum. And are you able to manage it? And if I'm 100% honest, I mean, you can't give me $10 million.
If you gave me $10 million and I knew how to manage it, I still say no. Because most people don't realize, like people say, man, what you gonna do with only $1 million? Like, Negro.
What do you mean only?
Only.
Get out of here, man. Look, you better get out of here.
For the amateur, this is what you do with $1 million. You take, like Morgan Stanley sent me an offer at a CD at 6.7. Traditionally, it's about 3.4.
Yeah.
If you put 350, 400,000 in a CD, you'll net you'll gross 168,000 a year. You just take that 168, add it to the 350, and you flip it into another CD. You do that for about 3 or 4 years, and then you have that 500,000 to live off of. And your black behind ain't living off 500,000 right now. So if
Right.
you go through that 500,000 within 4 years, now you got 4 years of flipping. Now you got $1 million again.
Yeah.
And you take that 3 and put it on that 5, and then you take another 3 out of that million, and you flip it and flip it and flip it.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And then you just stay in your lane. There's too much traffic over here. There's too much traffic in Ben Lane. There's too much traffic in Wood Lane. There's too much traffic in Dark Lane. I'm staying in Rap Lane.
Stay in your lane.
I'm staying in my lane.
Yeah.
Because it's traffic over there already. Ain't no traffic.
Right. And back to Mel Brooks, that was him, man. The dude did not waver. Whatever creative idea he had the 2,000-year-old man. That was the comedy sketch. And basically, I was thinking this was improv before it was called improv. This was like whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
It was basically what you doing Mad TV, SNL, all that stuff before.
Yeah.
He was the pioneer, and you're right. He don't get any credit.
He don't get nothing.
I don't know why, but
because he did it without them. That's why he don't get no credit.
That's a good point. He didn't need their approval or say so to do it.
Watch this. Name 3 of the biggest music moguls in the last 30 years. Just right off the top of your head. Give me 3.
Diddy, Jay-Z, Dre, music mogul. Yeah.
Perfect. Death Row, Bad Boy, The Rock.
Yeah.
You watch this. You didn't name a dude about 400 miles away from you, James Prince. You know why you didn't name James Prince? Because he didn't use nobody else.
Yeah. Rap a lot.
He did it on his own.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. On his, I got distribution, and that's it.
Right. And he was killing it too.
That's what I'm saying.
He was killing it. And hell, Master P, No Limit was putting out stuff every week. Like I don't know how they was doing it, but Silk the Shocker would come out, Fiend, they had Mercedes. I mean, it was like every week they had something out.
Yeah, when you do it on your own, they forget you. But you know what? Don't nobody talk about Easy, but you talk about Diddy because Diddy did with Clive Davis. You talk about don't nobody talk about Luther Campbell. Luther Campbell used to press his own albums.
Yeah.
So when you do it without the machine, you're afterthought.
Right. They don't give you that. They don't give you that credit. So to name some films, Get Smart, I believe was his first one. I don't know a lot about that. I know he did a remake.
Okay. Do you know Inspector Gadget?
Oh yeah.
Get Smart is like
live
Gadget without the cartoon.
Okay.
That makes sense. Smart was James Bond as a goofball.
Yeah. That was Inspector Gadget. Yeah. Now they did what was it like? They did a remake a Get Smart movie. Was that
Steve
Carell. So I do remember that one.
Yeah,
he was perfect for that role too.
Because like he was the original Get Smart. It was I forgot what he was 86, meaning it's over, instead of 007.
Yeah.
And this girl, instead of Money Penny, she was 99. It was the same. And it was Siegfried, and then instead of fighting the Russians, they were fighting Chaos. That was the name of the organization they were fighting, the Chaos Agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Insane, man. Hey, and for the record, check this out. I got a homeboy who worked with them. He said they almost inspected dude because he was so accurate, like the shoe phone and all, and phone stylus. He said, man, back then that was real. They like, how you know this? And he just coming up with it. Insane.
Yeah. Naked Gun is I don't know who did that, but that is like spot on with that whole who is this? Who directed Naked Gun?
I forgot who did the Naked Gun, but It was along the same line. I bet it was
Yeah.
shot. Mel Brooks had a hand in that.
He probably did. He probably did. And there was a film that they said that he was a producer, he was a director, but he didn't put his name on there.
Yeah.
Just because he wanted this other guy to get the shine, and that's why he lived so long. Like when you're willing to give, you're willing to put people on, I had another comparison. Bill Cosby. Like Bill Cosby put so many people in the game. Is crazy. Whatever black person you know and love as an actor, he had something to do with it. And when you think of Mel Brooks, there's a ton of actors that were sitting down being interviewed. I forgot. Robin Hood, Man in Tights. Dave Chappelle, he was 19 years old. I'm sure Will Ferrell, Ben Stiller, like the list of people that wouldn't have been who they are today if it wasn't for
John Candy.
Yep.
I mean, dude, like you said, the list is endless. Cleavon Jones, when they were showing Blazing Saddles, and he said, if y'all another false move and the N-word dies. And I remember that, man, that might be one of the funniest situations in the history of
cinema. Man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
He'll do it. Put the guns down. He crazy enough to do it. And it's like, dude, it was just Spaceballs. It's this scene in Spaceballs. It was like comb the desert, and the white boys had big giant combs.
Right.
Thing. And the brothers had a pick. Said, man, we ain't found shit. I was like, this is horrible and hilarious.
Yeah, at the same time, man. It was. I remember Spaceballs. We used to watch that movie all the time. And Rick Moranis was like Will Ferrell during that time. Yeah. Whatever he was, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, whatever he was in, we was watching it. And again, like you said, John Candy, which I know that was probably towards the end of his life, right?
Oh, that was towards the beginning because Spaceballs like 86, 87.
Okay.
John Candy, I don't think he died. I'm looking, but I don't think John Candy died until like 99.
It was 90s for sure, yeah.
Because John Candy was hilarious. He was in this movie. It's this movie called Stripes. Hey man, John Candy was insane in that. And
so he passed in 94.
Oh,
yeah, Spaceballs was 87.
Yeah, that's what I said. Spaceball 87, 80. I knew that. Because I remember me, Big Illinois, and my man Jazz, we went to see that at this theater called the Village, man. That was hard, man. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and he just had a different way of presenting comedy. And he when he talked about, this is obviously a spinoff or a satire of Star Wars. It was like, you just can't use the merchandise.
Right.
So then he did a whole segment where he was like, merchandise.
Merchandise inside. Spaceballs merchandise. Oh my God.
The guy is a comedic genius.
Man.
And then they're talking about Spaceballs too, which he's gonna be involved. Now, I'm interested to see who all is gonna be in it, because obviously John Candy's gone. Rick Moranis, I don't know if Rick Moranis is gonna be in it.
I don't care. It's gonna be funny without him. With or without him, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Because that scene when they first showed him his dark helmet, and he walked up and he was breathing hard like God with that mask and said, "Oh, I can't breathe."
Man, and to be honest, I've never seen a Star Wars movie. But I've seen Spaceballs probably 3 or 4 times. Like, that was Star Wars to me. Like, I will watch that at any point in time. So I mean, that just tells you the longevity of his creativity and his level of creativity. And I don't know if I've seen Blazing Saddles. I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
It's on Max. Hey, bro.
It's on Max?
Hey, bro. Do yourself a favor.
I got to do that.
Do yourself a favor. Hey, Spaceballs is trash compared to that.
Really?
It's the worst, man. I love Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And the way they ended it, like when They come out of the movie, and Harvey Korman gets in a car and drives, man, dude. And see, he had Dom DeLuise, and it was insane. Cannonball Run, I mean, dude. That's when movies made fun of everything. Like Roger Moore used to be the Saint, and then he stopped being James Bond, and he's in Cannonball Run. He was like, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Roger Moore." Dude said, "Who?" And he leaned in. He said, "Roger Moore," and he knocked him out. Like, get him out.
Yeah, it was no limits, and I think one of the biggest things that he didn't allow to get him was the critics, because obviously, and it wasn't social media, it wasn't YouTube, it wasn't none of that, but the writers, and it didn't get to him because he could have stopped. He could have stopped after some of these films he did. Young Frankenstein, silent movie, The Producers, which the producers at first the critics didn't like at all, and now fast forward to what was that 10, 15 years ago, he ended up doing a Broadway play and it sold out.
Tell me, man.
So if that don't tell you to just keep going, I don't know what will.
I'm telling you, dude, the critics. See, I never paid attention to the critics, right?
Yeah.
But what really made me never pay attention to the critics is Purple Rain. They trashed it. They trashed that movie.
Yeah.
And it was a box hot off his head. And then we're gonna rewatch this. Yeah.
They change their mind real quick, huh?
Yeah, because your credibility is dooted.
It's shot. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It just, and then they want to get all esoteric with it and make everybody and their mama. This is not a thinking process. The camera angle on it, get out of here, man.
That's not what this is about.
Right.
That's like Step Brothers. Step Brothers is one of the dumbest movies, but it is hilarious.
That's why I be telling you. Y'all know my movie.
Hell yeah, we know.
It's horrible, man. It's man. Hey, look. How did the show start off? Technically, we were talking about Pootie Tang when we be talking about this is just a.
Yeah.
That ain't Pootie Tang.
Nah, you're right. You're right. But and there's so many like CB4, I'm gonna get you sucker. That's coming off of that. I would love to hear Keenan Ivory Wayans or whoever directed that. Like,
man,
had to come from Mel Brooks. Because I don't know, I wasn't living during that time, but I'm assuming he was the first to do it in this way, which was his own way.
He was the first. Him and this group out of England called Mighty Python.
I heard of them, yeah.
Man, like it's this Mel Brooks, the history of the world. This man is walking through the history of the world, and they had the and Moses is at the Red Sea like this. And Mel Brooks got a dude behind him with a gun saying, "Keep him up." And he's robbing Moses.
Oh my gosh, man.
He's robbing Moses. Keep him up. Keep him up.
Yeah. And that was right when I finished watching this documentary. That was about to come on next.
What's the for real? Hey,
History of the World. So it's on.
Boy, you better watch that movie. You're gonna be mad at yourself if you don't.
And then I seen they did the History of the World 2, which was like I think that was a comic. What was it? What's the name of that channel? But I didn't know that was a part 2 from Mel Brooks's part 1.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, dog. This dude was insane with the funny, man.
Yeah.
And see, even back then, even when you they're part 2, Cannonball Run 2. Cannonball Run is a movie about dudes racing from New York to California to New York at top speed. And they got sheiks on there throwing money at you. They got girls showing their breasts to get out of parking tickets. And then at one point, And they kept getting out of speeding tickets. And then one of the state troopers was a lady with big breasts herself. She said, "Yeah, you getting a ticket."
Yeah, and that Burt Reynolds was in that.
Yeah, man.
Is that the scene where he was in the shower? Was that Cannonball Run?
You know what?
It was some dude standing around him, and he was like,
"Oh yeah,
Dom
DeLuise." Yeah, man. It was racy. It was edgy. It was insane. Like this could never happen. And they had everybody who was somebody in those movies. You had Muhammad Ali. You had Burt Reynolds. You had Jamie Farr from MASH. You had Roger Moore, Dom DeLuise. I mean, what's his name? Ralph Furley, Mr. Furley, Don Knotts. Anybody who was somebody used to be in those movies. And it was a movie about nothing, just hijinks, stupidity at its finest. They get into bar fights. Then okay, we gotta go. And then they all race off. like, imagine a race from California to New York or New York, California. On the interstate, everybody just tearing up the interstate. that couldn't happen, but it was.
And then Gene Hackman, I think he got one of his starts in Young Frankenstein. Rest in peace to him.
Oh no! Gene Hackman was the man already by then.
Oh, he was okay.
Yeah, he was the man. No, I really think about when they said it in the documentary. He said, "I ain't gonna be able to get Gene Hackman. He take $1 million a movie."
You're right.
Gene Hackman already the man, but yeah, I mean, you got Gene Hackman in your movies, man.
Yeah, you're right. He was like 10, 15 movies in.
But it was like, dude, I want to be a part of it. Who knew Richard Pryor? I knew it, but who knew Richard Pryor was working with him, man?
Yeah, really.
And you got Richard Pryor talking about how. Think about it, man. You have the dude who is universally known as the funniest human ever to walk the earth, telling you Mel Brooks is funny.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and that interview, he was like, "This dude is crazy. Like, this dude is like you can't describe or put this dude in one word." And then Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks, like that comedic pairing. I'm trying to think what you would compare that to, but to write, act, produce, they were doing it all together. Gene Wilder was hilarious. So, I mean, they were a great pairing.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody. I mean, the closest you can get is Damon and Keenan Ivory.
Yeah.
Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans, but they didn't get a chance to do it a long time.
Yeah, they didn't really get a chance to do it, to have multiple bodies of work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks, the producers. What else? Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. I'm sure they had more. But
did you see the scene when they said, "Who brain did you use?" Abby Normal.
It was just, and then when his wife was like, "You haven't touched your food," and then he just started touching the food, like that whole scene. That had Dave Chappelle laughing. Like it was simple but funny. It was so simple, but it was hilarious.
It's another movie of this time. It wasn't about Mel Brooks, but it was another movie that was just ridiculous. It was the Kentucky Fried Movie, and
that sounds hilarious already.
It was a mishmash of a bunch of different movies, and they remade Enter the Dragon. And remember, Bruce Lee beat up the big white dude, and then he jumped in his chest. And in the Kentucky Fried Movie, he jumped in his chest, and he was like, and then he dropped the motor on the dude. It was like, where did you get a motor from? How did you
lift it up?
It was just like Bruce Lee, and then he dropped the motor on it.
It's called the Kentucky Fried Movie.
That's the Kentucky Fried Movie, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, dog.
John Landis. That was the John Landis.
It was just ridiculous. It is a ridiculous movie. And like one point, he was like, "What are we doing? Oh God, it's a toy robot!" And a robot about this big came around the corner and then shot up a pot. I said, oh man, it was ridiculous. And just the Kentucky Fried Movie. And
Yeah, and it had Donald Sutherland in there.
that's what I'm dude.
Wow.
These movies were cutting edge, and everybody watched them, and everybody laughed. They made black jokes, they made white jokes, they made Jewish jokes, they made Asian jokes, they made gay jokes. This is when funny was meant to be funny.
Right.
And we've got like they was like, you can't make Tropical Thunder. I don't know a whole bunch of black people that's gonna be sitting around, man. What? I don't want to do that. And I don't know many black people that didn't like Tropical Thunder.
Yeah. That was Robert Downey Jr. Man was in rare form. Oh, this was Ben Stiller did this.
But Kentucky Fried Movie.
No, he did Tropical Thunder.
Yeah, he did Tropical Thunder. Ben Stiller did that.
Yeah. And he wouldn't be, where he was without Mel Brooks. It's like again, the list is endless.
Mel Brooks is in a time in which we talked about everything, we excluded nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the conversation first and foremost. The conversation was the thing.
Right.
And the laughter was, you laughing at how ridiculous the world is.
Right.
And we can't do it anymore. People could do it. I refuse to. If Paul Mooney made a living, Corey Hope was making a living, Patrice O'Neal was making a living, Don Rickles made a living. Don Rickles, if people would cry if they saw Don Rickles today.
Yeah.
Don Rickles was what? But it was about the conversation, because when you that rich, when they were that rich, you were around all these people. Don Rickles was around Mel Brooks. He was around Rob Reiner. He was around Richard Pryor. He was around all these people. So and Rodney Dangerfield would say anything. He said, my father was dying. He told me to come to, he said, my father was dying. He said he wanted me to die. He wanted to die in my arms. He was getting an electric chair though. Oh my God.
That's hilarious, man. And I think one of the greatest things about him is he had the art form, the art of making a comedy film. Like he wrote the book.
Mm-hmm.
Like of this particular form of comedy, he wrote the book. And he was doing the interview. He was like, yeah, I mean, the hardest part is the writing. Mm-hmm. And the list of films that he's done, like that's a ton of writing, that's a ton of creativity that, and we may never see again. The fact he did a Hitler musical. Like nobody was willing to go there.
Man.
Nobody was willing to go there, man.
You know who the last person to come close to a Mel Brooks movie? Eddie Murphy, Norbit.
Yeah.
That was as close as you can get to Mel Brooks.
Yeah, and then probably before that, like I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's a Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
that's a black Mel Brooks film right there.
We gonna laugh at ourselves, man. I'm gonna show a bitch how to slide,
So you talk about Black Power, and then he got his white wife in the back. Rest in peace to him.
I know who he's talking about. I can't think of his name. Yeah, he was in the back, and yeah. We was doing that. Damn, we got good government jobs. I'm telling you, man, it's just let's laugh, man. But see, that's how you, in my opinion, that's how you keep people under control, because then you got people supporting stupidity, like all those people at the Melania. Come on, man. She's so interesting. In what?
In what world? In what world and what planet is she?
You supporting the cause. You're not supporting nothing else.
Right. Yeah.
That's all you're doing. and if you learn how to laugh, laughter will get rid of a whole lot of racism, man. But we can't. You keep it pent up, and people keep supporting stupidity. And me and my boy, we're in the middle of a 3-day argument right now. 3-day argument.
3-day?
3-day argument. Because he don't. I love him, man. That's my man, 100 grand, but he don't want to tell the truth. He wants to, and I'll tell you, I got 2 shows I'm gonna do this week, and he wants to roll with the system. I'm like, no, that's not the way it goes. I'm talking about revolution, and people think revolution is destruction of property and people. Revolution is a way of mind, a way of thinking.
It's mindset.
Yeah. So and Mel Brooks was a revolutionary, man. Like, I'm not finished. No, we're gonna laugh at Jewish people, we're gonna laugh at Hispanic people, we're gonna laugh at black people, we're gonna laugh at Asian people, we're gonna laugh at white people. And if you ain't
that's true comedy. Right. When you can spread it around and it don't matter. Everybody can get it. It don't matter. Because there's gonna be all those type of people at your show or watching the movie majority of the time.
I'm telling you, man. But see, that's the difference in Mel Brooks, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, and all these George Carlin. They don't want everybody in the world there. Yeah. If you don't get it, that's cool. You ain't get it.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, it may just not be for you.
Yeah. I don't like liver, onions, and gravy. Liver, gravy, onions, and rice. I don't like that. Exactly. My sister Phyllis loves it. Phyllis don't like beets. I love beets.
Yeah, it's different.
Everything.
The difference is what makes us great. Because if we all did the same thing, it would be boring.
Boring.
We I don't even know how we would survive if we all did the same thing.
We look like the what are the agents in the Matrix.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It would be like what's that film that Jim Carrey did where they were in a bubble?
Truman. Something TV. Yeah. TV.
Yeah. Yeah. We would just be robots.
Yeah. And you're right, man. And people like Mel Brooks, they're once in a lifetime people. Hey, look, man been around 100 years. And there ain't nobody ever came close to what he's doing.
Nah.
He's the once he come around like Haley's Comet. You know?
Yeah. And he'll be praying for him. He'll be 100 in June.
Yeah, man.
99, moving around.
Yeah, and he don't look like he 100. You know, he looks 100, but he don't look. He's like
he's moving. He's active. So like we said, Spaceballs 2 is gonna be. They're working on it right now. It's like 2027. It's in post production.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing some voiceover. He did a voiceover film in 2022. I mean, Toy Story 4, Hotel Transylvania. I mean, so he's still working. He's still putting in that work.
And I thought about that, man. This dude, 99 years old. The year I was born, he was 50.
Wow.
Watch out.
Wow. Yeah.
This man
was wild.
Supposed to be wrapping it up when I was born.
Right. Right. And when you think of just death, his wife, which that was a beautiful story, Justin. That goes to tell you the people that you have in your corner, people that you have in your own house, if they encourage you to do that thing that you do, then it's worth having that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, you can do movies because times get tough. She was the breadwinner at one point, and he was like, "Nah, I didn't like it," but she encouraged me keep making movies because he was getting ready to go back to TV, and he would have been miserable.
He would have been miserable. I don't know if he'd have been miserable, but he wouldn't have been as happy as he. I don't know if he would have been miserable. But how about this, man? He wouldn't be. I don't think he'd be alive right now.
You're right. You're right. Because doing something that you love
keeps you up,
making people laugh. It definitely keeps you going. And he's just as jovial as he was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
If he did a sit-down interview with somebody, which he did one with Seinfeld, when Seinfeld was doing comedies and cars.
Comedies and cars.
Came over there and interviewed him, and he's just as funny. And it was another just heartwarming story when his friend, Carl Reiner, when he passed away, he still came by the house and was eating, watching Jeopardy. I mean, like that level of friendship.
Hey man,
goes a long way.
Carl Reiner gave me a gem. He never met me. Ain't like I bumped into. Hey, you Carl Reiner?
Martin Luther King.
Right. He gave me a gem in an interview once. They said, "What's your favorite show that you've done?" He said, "I don't have a favorite." No. It wasn't Carl Reiner. It was the dude who did Good Times. But they all in the same group.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. He said, "I don't have a favorite." He said, "Asking me what my favorite project is like asking me my favorite hot dog I ever ate." Say, this
Norman Lear. That's what you're talking about?
Norman Lear. He said, "This hot dog right here is delicious. It is the most delicious hot dog I've ever had in my life." He said, "The tomorrow's sandwich is going to be the most delicious sandwich I've ever had."
Yeah.
He said, "Enjoy." In other words, enjoy what's in front of you while it's in front of you. Otherwise, you're going to miss the boat. And I was like, dang it, man.
Yeah. Live in the moment. Because like time is, you can't get time back. Once this minute is gone, you can't get this minute back. Once that, so man, that's facts. And this is during the other thing I wanted to touch on is the whole family dynamic. So he was married, had kids, then he remarried and had kids. Then he ended up moving to LA. Like as a dad, which he even said, "I don't know how to be a dad," but he worked at it. You see that he was trying, but to be that far away from the kids and to be great and to try and continue to be great that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Exactly. But he was able to go. He was able to go through it.
This dude is amazing, man. I mean, remember when we first started this, I said, I don't want them to do any more biopics.
Yeah.
You need to have bio series because this is 4 hours.
Yeah. Eric was like, "You still watching this?" I'm like, man, this dude had a great not had. He's having a great life.
Yeah, man. Hey. And I don't see nobody. And see, to me, if you got $75,000-$100,000 in a dream, like you should. I ain't lying, dog. This made me say, if I had $90,000, I'd quit my job. Because I got this one idea. I'll tell you about it after the show is over. I got this one idea. If I had $100,000, Ben, I quit. Today, I would not go back to work Wednesday because today my Saturday, tomorrow my Sunday, Wednesday, I go back at 10 p.m. Brother, if I was to win $100K, I say I will go. You know what? I give them the. Even though I get. You know what? I would
give them the 2 weeks.
No, I ain't giving them the 2 weeks. You know why? The reason, not out of disrespect. When you get fired, they don't give you 2 weeks. I just see you give them the 2
They'll
weeks.
let you know in advance. They're like, yeah, you gone today.
Not just because of that, Ben. If I had $100K cash, I'd chase that dream. And I wouldn't quit out of spite. I would go up there out of respect and say, "Hey, I know I'm supposed to get 2 weeks, but I got something cooking." Because if I don't burn that bridge, I always got something to fall back on.
Oh yeah. That's what our parents, every Black parent taught their kids, that you don't quit a job till you got another one. You don't burn that bridge. Go in there, talk to them, let them know this is what it is. Because if you just leave, because I've had people do this at jobs I've been at, and then they come back like, I kind of need my job back. I'm like, you just didn't show up for a whole week.
Right.
Like, nah, that's not how it works, buddy.
I will go in there and say, "Hey, man, I know I'm supposed to get 2 weeks, but I can't do it."
Yeah.
Shake their hand and I'm out. Because, bruh, this was amazing. Could you imagine you and I, and it's easy to hypothesize this, but you and I doing what we want to do. If I gave you $200,000 cash today, why the hell would you go to work tomorrow?
Right.
People, that ain't enough. But if I got a plan,
Oh yeah.
it's game over.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be enough.
Because
It's
I
gonna be
ain't
enough.
$200,000 a year right now. And even if you make $100,000 a year, you're not living off $100,000 a year.
Right.
You living off about $78,000 a year. So if you had 200 grand, you then got 3 years worth of money, and you can just
Because I mean, we all got that idea. We just need that little bit of
seed money.
little bit of cash. Yeah, exactly.
And
that investor money.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Mel Brooks. He came back with a pocket full of money from the war.
Yeah.
And said
and flipped it.
And flipped it. That's why people think I'm crazy when I say that. Like, dude, you give me $100K, I'm gone. And I'm not looking back.
That's the difference between Mel Brooks and Jim Evans, who just kept writing TV shows. That's the difference. It's the difference between you and the next person. Being good to being great. You got to take risks. And I think probably the best thing about him in almost every film he's done is he made fun of the establishment, the status and the power and even though he was involved in the industry, he wasn't that person. He wasn't, I'm part of the establishment. He was like, no, I'm doing my own thing. I'm a point and make fun of all those things that I don't agree with.
And that's why you don't hear his name.
Yeah, that's a major reason. He was talking about the administration. I know they wasn't doing that a lot back then.
Yeah, like, what, man? All right. And then when I packed this theater, like, dude, that's what I say, man. That's why I adore Country Wayne. That young man, come on, man, he done $1 billion Strange twice. The dude,
and some of this stuff he's not even in, right? Because he's doing he basically got like a skit shows where it's like a minute
TV series, whereas he drops 6 to 8. 13 4 to 6 minutes sketch pieces, because those not sketches. Those they all episodic pieces, a day. And look, I'm gonna pull up one. Let me show you like what people. And Country Wayne said, "Yeah, all right, whatever." And he said somebody offered him $1 million, or like let's say they offered him like $7 million when he had made his comeback, and he said, "Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that."
Yeah,
look, bro, he dropped one today, and I'm waiting on it to clear. Look, commercial.
Is this all on his channel?
Yep, the Country Wayne channel. I'm just trying to see how many views this one has.
He dropped one 12 minutes ago, and it's got 3.1 thousand.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That one. That's the one I pulled up with the girl on her phone. Man, I came up with a commercial. Oh yeah, by the way, those commercials, he getting paid off those too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man.
And this is the whole era of comedy. Kev on Stage is another one with the hospital show. They got a Churchy on BET. I mean, like this is like the era of you selling it out of your trunk. This is an equivalent of that. But you don't got to sell it. You can upload it now.
You can upload it and wait. And if you catch hold, game over.
Yeah. Yeah. It just take one time. How many? I don't know if you watched or listened to the Grammys at all, but it was artist after artist. I started on YouTube. Bad Bunny, as big as he is, started on SoundCloud. Like it just take that one time, that one person to hear it, that one person to see it.
Bruh, one of the biggest hip hop groups in the last 15 years, Lil Brother.
Yeah, I
remember downloading that off something back
like
in
LimeWire, Napster, one of them. Yeah,
LimeWire, Napster type of stuff. And I just was like, man, who is this? And I started handing it out. I was like, look, man, check this out. Yeah. He said, when this come out? I said, it's out already, dude. up. This what's up. This the new thing.
And they was from North Carolina. There was no dudes from North Carolina.
No.
No rappers at all. Yeah, that was that was it. I mean, and that was considered that was fun rap. You know, but yeah. Now you got Ninth Wonder. Now you got J. Cole, Rhapsody. I mean,
yeah. And
it's a whole vibe now.
And see, that's the problem. Nobody's happy being Rhapsody. Nobody happy being Fonte. Nobody's just happy. I mean, like Sean Price when he died. I remember he came back. They lost their distribution. Duck Down lost their distribution. He came back, and his mantra was Sean Price, the brokest rapper you know. And I remember he was in an interview about 3 months before he died. He said, "I gotta stop saying that. I made $600,000 last year." Some people wouldn't be happy with that.
But they want to be the biggest name. But Rhapsody is one of the best. And I'm not talking about female. I'm talking about she's one of the best. Period. So, and she don't get a lot of Shay Noir. I don't know if you ever heard of her.
Yeah.
Doing it, man. She dropped four or five albums last year.
Hey,
like it's rare for artists nowadays to drop one album a year, and she dropped four or five.
You see Don Truck every quarter he putting out an album.
Yeah, and we're not talking about 4 or 5 songs. We're talking about 10, 12, 15, 20. Like he live in the studio.
But either that or he ain't wasting no time.
No, not at all. He using his time again. Another Mel Brooks, the dude he was using his time to master his craft.
Mm-hmm.
There was no time to waste.
And then Starlito invited Don to the studio one day. He was on. Do you know Don Truck's real name?
You told me.
Christopher Wallace. Guess who? He used to be signed to Bad Boy.
Yep. But there was a lot of Jay Electronica was on Bad Boy for a minute, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that, but anyway.
Yeah, man.
He dropped 4 albums in one day. Or it was a week. But
I don't know what it was, but it's like that, man. Mel Brooks is the blueprint for entrepreneurship and entertainment.
Yeah.
But most people, they don't want to make $400,000. They don't want to make $275,000. They want to be more. I want to be a star. No, you are a star.
Yeah.
Always remember this, man. 1/2 of 1%. If you can get 1/2 of 1% of the people to pay attention to you, you'll be richer than you. Think about it.
Never been in your life,
man. If we could just get what they say it's 50 million black people in America. 1/2 of 1% is 500,000. If we had 500,000 people tuning in to us every week,
yeah,
game over.
Game over.
Hey, we wouldn't be going to work. We wouldn't be going to work in a few hours, and I wouldn't be going to work in a day and a half.
Facts. We'd be at the Super Bowl right now.
We'd be at the Super Bowl right now.
Ready or roll. But yeah, man, it's his level of creativity is just transcended eras, decades, and there's people excited about Spaceballs too, because again, that nostalgia is there. Like the people are now starting to buy cassette tapes and records and albums, and I don't know, hell, maybe people may be buying 8-tracks again just to have it.
Bruh, I've put 10 grand into tapes, CDs, and records.
Wow.
Easy. And I'm not talking about $990,000. I'm not talking about $8,700. I'm 10, bruh. Every single week I got paid. Every time I got paid, me and Illinois would go to the record store.
Yeah, man, and
6, 7, 8 years in a row.
Yeah, and that used to be when they used to have little pop-up stores. They would have a store where it used to be a corner store. Mm-hmm. They put a record store there, and we was buying tapes, CDs. Like, yeah, you're right. Every week, there was something every week that dropped that you wanted. Until till the college bootlegger came around, and that's how I was getting all my stuff.
I was that dude. But look, watch this though, man. Even then, I wouldn't bootleg. I wouldn't bootleg Tribe Called Quest. I wouldn't bootleg hip hop.
Yeah,
I would bootleg R. Kelly. I would bootleg, like, if you were a pop star, I would bootleg you. If you were one of the guys, I'm like, you ain't making no money. I ain't bootlegging.
Yeah. But I mean, that was just a great era of music, man. The college days, man. That was some of the best, man. Blueprint, walking to class, listening to Blueprint, State Property, Nas. I mean, like that. I still remember the route in my mind. I still remember the route I walked, holding my CD player.
Yeah, because you couldn't shake it.
Yeah, man. We played them CDs today, and you had to buy another one because you played it out too much.
See that number every week. No joke. No joke.
That's real right there, man.
I was.
Because music, film, art, like we talking about, like Mel Brooks said, that gets you through pain. That gets you. I mean, if music will get you through excitement, sadness, trauma, whatever you want to say. Music will get you through it, and film is the same way. Mm-hmm. You put on Coming to America, ain't no way you're not gonna laugh. If you don't laugh, there's something wrong with you. You deaf. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, you're gonna laugh at some point. The same thing with Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was another one of my favorite movies. Because Robin Hood, like the Robin Hood, it was like, all right, I mean that's cool, but that's too straight laced. We need Robin Hood Men in Tights. All right, it's different. It's funny. Another great Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Film. And people didn't like it.
But see, because people don't. Let's be honest, man. People don't like what they like. They like what the masses like.
Right.
You got people who's never seen Michael Jordan play, telling you that Michael Jordan was better than LeBron.
Right.
I had a debate last week with a brother who told me that LeBron James didn't put the Lakers back on the map. I'm like,
it was a lull. It was a lull between Kobe and. I mean, I bet he probably can name 3 players from Kobe to LeBron.
LeBron to Kobe. The day that LeBron got there, on back to the day the day that Kobe retired. Well, as a fact, from 2008 to 2010 to 2018. Give me 3 Lakers, and I'll give you 2: Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball. Now give me the third one. Yeah. And I even got the third one, but ain't nobody thinking about them. It's random.
Yeah, and they tried every possible combination. It did not work at all.
And wasn't nobody paying that. Wasn't nobody saying, I'm gonna go save the Lakers. And then LeBron showed up, and now the Lakers are the Lakers again. So I don't want to hear that.
Right. Yeah. Right. And that's real. Now they talking about parting ways.
Yeah, and Jenny Buss doing that. Hey, if you're an athlete out there, start treating the Lakers like the Bulls. Because they busted up a perfectly good championship team that they could have potentially added a few pieces to and kept that train rolling. They said, nah, I don't want to do that.
Nah. Ego. Like, that Jordan team, man, that whole last dance, that whole spot. Man, I don't know how many they would have won. That's always the what if. But Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old man, definitely check it out. HBO. I'm gonna be watching some of them films on there too. Obviously, I said the History of the World Part 1 is probably, and that's great marketing. You put Mel Brooks, put all his films on Max, HBO.
Yeah, man. When you watch Blazing Saddles, and see, it'll be a little less nostalgic, funny for you because you never watched the Carol Burnett show. A lot of those people are from the Carol Burnett, Harvey McCormick, Vicki Lawrence. They are from Tim Conway, I think is his name. Tim. They were from the Carol Burnett show, so we were watching these people every week, and then they were in the Mel Brooks movie. So
it was kind of like SNL. Like
Yeah,
SNL when
yeah.
they do a movie,
it's like
Yeah,
that
which-
won't be as engaging to you because Harvey Korman is a mainstay on the Carol Burnett show, and you like, they go Harvey Korman, and then he on the Mel Brooks movie. So it won't hit you like that, but the foolishness because they played a lot of the same type of characters. Like imagine,
it was similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like when you see Jim Carrey or Chris Farley, like that.
Like that, yeah.
Like if you don't know who Jim Carrey and Chris Farley are, you like, that's funny, but it's like that's funny.
When you watching Black Sheep or what was the one with him and when he was working at his dad's company?
Great company. Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, yeah.
When he wrote who signed the Declaration of Independence first? Hancock, and he wrote Herbie. I'm done.
Hey man, great comedy. I don't know if was Mel Brooks ever on SNL? Was SNL not?
SNL, Mel was way up here. See, the thing is, SNL is 1989. I'm not trying to be funny, but asking if Mel Brooks was on SNL is literally like asking in 1989 was Eddie Murphy on In Living Color. No, just to show you that he was off.
To show you that, he was already. Yeah. They didn't have. Well, they probably had people come and host, but it wasn't like
he may have hosted that. But dude, Mel Brooks was 1975. Mel Brooks was already there, man.
Yeah.
He
was out of the stratosphere.
He would be like, "What? Be on your show? What?
Yeah, really? You want me?
You want me to be on it?" And they would. And again, he was bucking the establishment.
Right. True. And they probably tried not, definitely during that time, trying not to push that too far. But I would highly recommend everybody go watch that. It's available right now. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Let's get into some final thoughts. I mean, this is an easy 5. We don't even gotta.
It's legend.
Yeah, man. It broke it down. His family situation, the anxiety he went through, like to be great. It comes with some struggles. Obviously, it comes with some pain. Comes with the death he had to deal with. Mm-hmm. Now, he's got his sons and he's got his grandchildren. So it seems like he's got a great support system around him. So, yeah. Yeah, man. All right. Don't have a plan for next week, but we'll obviously look around. We'll find something. I'm sure something new is probably coming out. What's end of the bench? What you got coming up?
I got 2 shows cooking. One of them is called Family. Treat your family like a business. I'm gonna break down how we need to start structuring our family like a business corporation. CEO and CFO, your parents or grandparents, board of directors, the parents and the adult children. The product are the children that you're trying to put the best product out there possible, so they can so they can elevate. Do that. So,
yeah,
and I'm gonna piss people off with the second one, and I'm talking about how people are addicted to oppression. Americans, especially Black American, are addicted to oppression. And remember, back in the day, they used to have that Miller High Life commercial. Less filling tastes great.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm gonna say on here is, y'all don't want freedom and equality. Y'all want oppression light. Less beatings looks great.
Wow. Message.
Yeah, message.
So when coming out sometime this week?
They will be posting 2 days this week. Haven't decided. One of them is already in the can, and the other one is still in production.
Yeah.
And look out for. I'm reading. It's no longer going to be rapping with H rap. It is going to be God is community. I'm going to speak with people about how God changed their lives and they're in the community, and how their faith took them to another level. God is community, because without God, the community is going to hell. So every movement of independence, freedom, and uplifting has started. Most of them have started with faith-based situation. Marcus Garvey, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, Earl Little, Malcolm X's father, Noble Drew Ali, Malcolm X, Dr. King, Ralph Abbott. These are all these movements that we love and wax poetically about. And Mr. Louis Farrakhan, the Black Panther Party loved Malcolm X. Malcolm X started with God. So once you invest in the Creator, He will reinvest in the community and spread the joy that we need, the joy, empowerment, and faith and hope that we need. So,
yeah, because we need it.
That's what's coming out real soon. I'm in production of that. I have to finish the logo. I already got 9 people that committed to come on and tell their story about life, tell their point of view about life. And it's not forgotcha moments. It's not about no disrespect to Club Shay Shay or Cat Williams. It ain't gonna be and then I was with Ben, and then Erica slapped him. It's none of that. This is my life. This is the path I walk down, and this is where I am now, flourishing.
Right. And this is what you can learn from it.
Exactly. And this, yes. So
that's like you always talk about. That's the stories that we got to pass down. We got to get them recorded, or else we're not gonna know.
If anybody, I need to start putting my email address up there. But if anybody want to reach out to me because they want their story to tell, reach out to me at HP Brian D. Williams on Facebook. Just go HP Brian D. Williams. Reach out to me. Just write some on my page. Or you can email at me at the end of the bench as it's spelled on the page at gmail.com. THAENDOFDABENCH. Every story in the history of America needs to be told, especially our community. If you have a story to tell, good, bad, or indifferent, your life, like I got a close friend. She was like, hey, I would come on there, but you wouldn't want to interview. My life is boring. I was like, Andrea, you have gone to China. You've gone to Greece. You've gone to Turkey, Puerto Rico, and Mexico.
That's the whole episode right there with that alone.
Right. That's what I was like. She went to Mary's house. Did you even know that there's a building standing on earth that, according to them, this is where Jesus' mother lived? You didn't even know that existed.
No.
That's what I was telling her. Everybody be, oh man, my life is not that important. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So
because somebody can learn something from it. Somebody can be encouraged by it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all got pain, struggle,
triumph,
exactly.
So we need to inspire each other. We need to. That's why God is community. GIC. God is community. Is coming on the end of the bench media. We taking over the world like Ali in 63, and tap in, man. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Subscribe to BS3. Subscribe to the end of the bench, and one of us gonna make it, and then we're gonna pull the other one up, and then we're gonna be sipping my ties in Tahiti, and I'm gonna wear a thong.
Hey, you better be under your sweats, man.
Yeah, right. But that's the goal, man. To be and then when we hang up, I'm gonna tell you this funny sketch I had in my head. But it's funny to watch Mel Brooks. But yeah, man. Tap in, enter the bench, BS3. We about to take over.
Facts. All right, y'all have a good night. Peace.